What is up, YouTube? Today I'm back again with another gaming pickups video, and today's gaming pickups I have quite a bit of things that I had picked up. I have 7 different games on 6 different systems, and it just kind of varies from game to game what kind of style I was feeling. So yeah, let's just get right into it. We'll go oldest games to newest games as per usual, and that starts us off with the Sega Game Gear. I did get one new Game Gear game for my collection. For those of you who don't know, I'm going for a complete Game Gear set. And so yeah, the first game that I picked up is Klax. And Klax is a puzzle game. It's kind of similar in style to like Dr. Mario. It's really the only thing that I can really think that is even remotely similar. Dr. Mario, it's like another puzzle game. I don't know, it's like in the same style as like Tetris, Dr. Mario, Columns, but it has its own unique mechanics, and it's pretty interesting. I don't know how much I'm going to be playing of it, but it's definitely one to check out if you're a fan of puzzle games. Next, I got a PS1 game. Now this PS1 game I got because I saw somebody streaming it on Twitch, and it actually looked pretty fun, and I thought, why not pick it up? I bought The Mummy. This is obviously a licensed Mummy game for the PS1. This was made by Rebellion Studios, which I just thought was interesting, seeing as they made the PSP Battlefront games. This is an action-adventure game with, you solve a lot of puzzles in this game, and there's some combat, but it's a little clunky and kind of, I don't know, it's not, the main focus is not the combat. It's definitely a lot of the puzzles in here, but it did come complete, obviously, with the manual and the disc, so happy to have that in my collection. It's really cool. The graphics are very well done on the PS1, I think. The draw distance, as for most PS1 games, is not very far, but that makes sense in this game, seeing as you're in a tomb, for the most part. Alright, so the next game I picked up is on the Game Boy Advance, and this is another licensed game. I didn't get a lot of licensed games, I only got these 2, but this is The Lord of the Rings, The Fellowship of the Ring. I picked this up because it follows the same story as the one on the PS2 that I already have, but instead of being like an action game like on those, oops, dropped it, this is actually a turn-based RPG, which I just thought was very, very cool. Yeah, I like RPGs a lot, and I love turn-based RPGs, so I decided to pick this one up. The graphics are really well done. It's just, it doesn't use the art style from the movies. It uses the art style from the cartoon version of Lord of the Rings, and it follows the book more closely than the movies do. So there'll be certain lines of dialogue that are changed, and some things are still the same, but some things are, obviously changed. But really cool. Always happy to get more RPGs in my collection, so worth checking out if you're a fan of Lord of the Rings. Alright, the next game I picked up is for the Xbox 360. Now this one's an exclusive, and it's very, like most of my 360 games, it's exclusive, assuming as I'm really only trying to pick up exclusives for my 360. So I picked up Kingdom Under Fire, The Circle of Doom. This did not come complete. It only came with the disc. But it is an action RPG. The story on this isn't supposed to be the greatest thing ever, but it is an action RPG similar. The games in the franchise before this one were more similar to like Dynasty Warrior style games. But this is more traditional action RPG, except you still have floods of enemies to power through, and I think all the classes are gender locked as well. It's not the greatest story, it's very cliche, But it's very cool because, you know, it's a Xbox 360 exclusive. I love getting exclusives for my systems, obviously. There was a multiplayer at one point. I'm not sure if that would still be up. I really, really doubt it. But yeah, it's just, you know, more RPG goodness. The graphics are all right. It runs pretty well. It's just the story is kind of the weak point of this one, but you know, still really happy to have that in my Xbox 360 collection. Now we'll move on to PS3, and I got 2 games for PS3. This first one is one that I wanted to get. It's an exclusive JRPG, and that is White Knight Chronicles 2. Now I picked this up. It did come complete with the game and the manual. This actually is really, really cool because if you can't find a copy of White Knight Chronicles 1, it actually has a remastered version of White Knight Chronicles 1 on this disc as well as White Knight Chronicles 2. So it's a continuation, obviously, and you can import your saves from the first game, which is really nice. But it is a JRPG, and its combat is very, very similar to Final Fantasy XII. If you've ever played Final Fantasy XII, it's got a very similar style of combat where it's like a hybrid between action combat and turn-based combat. So that's kind of cool if you're a fan of that style, which I didn't think it was that bad. The graphics are very well done, very anime-inspired graphics, which I always think are really cool. Monster designs are really, really cool, and so are the armor designs. So really happy to have that. Yeah, just another exclusive RPG for the PS3. Like having those. The next thing I picked up on PS3 is a special edition, and I bought this used, and I'd been wanting to get it for a while. I wanted to get it when it came out, but I didn't really feel like dropping $60 on it, but now it's at a good price, and I found the collector's edition version, so I picked up the Steelbook version of Beyond Two Souls, and I'm not sure if it came complete or not. I don't know if it came with a manual, but there's a disc and there's the inside of the Steelbook. I'll show you that real quick. Alright, so there's the inside, as you can see, very pretty. Beyond Two Souls is more of an interactive movie than it is really a game. But I really like movies, so that just so happens to be a good thing for me. And if you liked Heavy Rain, you'll probably like this style game. So yeah, it's got William Dafoe in it, and her name, I don't remember what her name is. I can never remember. Ellen Page, maybe? I'm not sure if that's right. But yeah, it's basically a story about this girl who people think that she has this mental illness, I think. I haven't actually played this game yet. But she really has like some kind of psychic connection with this cloud thing. It sounded really cool, and I love the graphics in this game are phenomenal. This is obviously a late lifespan PS3 game, and came out after The Last of Us, and it has very similar quality graphics. They just are really, really well done. So if you really like pretty games, this will be one to check out because the graphics on this game are phenomenal. So worth checking out for that. There's the back of the case. It's kind of, I don't know, a bunch of exploding things. The last thing I picked up is a PS Vita game. And this game I actually already have, kind of. It came with my PS Vita that I imported. It is Toukiden Age of Demons. And this is a hunting style RPG. It did not come complete. I don't know if it actually did come complete. I don't know if it's supposed to come with a manual, but it did come with a card. The card's actually in my Vita right now because I've been playing that. I have played quite a bit of this on the Japanese version that came with my Vita, so I know a little bit about it. I don't know a whole lot story-wise because I was playing it in Japanese and I don't speak Japanese, but the combat itself is really, really fun. It's very fluid. It's got kind of like a combo-style system. I'm not sure if there's any magic. I usually play with 2 daggers, so There's a lot of crafting involved in this game, so if you're a fan of like the crafting style, there's lots of crafting you can do, lots of armor types. The graphics on this game for PS Vita are phenomenal, obviously. The Vita has very, very good graphic quality games, and this one is no slouch either. It really reminds me of something that could be on the PS3, and so it's just really well done. The monsters are really unique design, very Japanese inspired though, and the bosses are not the most difficult bosses in a hunting game, but they're good enough, which really makes it accessible for newbies to hunting games. So I really recommend this one if you've never played a hunting game before and you have a Vita or even a PS4. I think they have the remastered version with all the DLC on PS4, which would be Takiden Kawami or something like that. I don't have that one, but definitely worth checking out this if you have a Vita. So, yeah. That is all the games that I picked up this week. Let me know if you guys have any suggestions for games in the comment box below. I like to read all of those. Yeah, I did pretty well. I got some really cool games, some things that I had been looking for a while, like that Mummy game I was trying to find for the longest time, but I finally got that. Got a new game for my Game Gear collection. Yeah, that's all I really have for you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys follow my channel, or if you guys are not subscribed, I did upload the update to my PS2 collection, so be sure to check that out if you are interested in that. I'm not saying you guys have to, I'm just letting you guys know. And that's all I have for you. So if you have any comments or questions, leave them in the comment box below. I respond to as many comments as possible. And thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. See you guys next time. Peace.